Hello and welcome back to Gingerman. I have returned from the Perthshire Hills and I'm back in the Central Belt to collect my Calder Monopoly trio. I'm in West Calder. I've previously been to East and Mid, so I thought, you know what, I set out in 2023 to collect all the Calders and here I am finishing that. So after today I should be able to build houses and hotels in this area. But anyway, all that aside, I'm excited to get exploring this place because I've never been here in my puff before. So West Calder, show me what you got. Peace.
I'll turn on the camera, test my microphone, firing up the podcast, sound waves coming to your home. Gingerman with is here to make your day. Gingerman with would like to hear you say today.
It would appear that the first thing I discover in West Calder is a classic bowling green, and it looks like a luscious bowling green. Lovely stuff. And if you want to be a spectator, you can just stand on the edge of the road and watch the West Calder legends in action. Also those houses across the road, cup of tea, top window, boom, game of bowls. Where are we? Oh, we're in West Calder. We're in West Calder. This looks like the main area up here. I don't know how big this place is. I don't know. This is the most lost I've been anywhere in a long time, actually. I quite like this sense of unknown walking around. I like that. They're trying to bring a bit of humour into putting your rubbish in the bin. I like that about this place already. There we go, public library, it's open. What a building. It says poetry. And then on the other side it says science. Well, this is good, this is a good start. It's a lovely building. There we go. So you come here and you learn science and poetry. And then not only that, is you can respect the war dead as well. This is an absolutely lovely, perfect start to this place. I think it's poignant right now to just really take in these war memorials, because every time I turn on the news right now there's war happening. War. Large bottles of Prosecco, £16. Is that a good deal? The Calder Walk. Five Sisters Zoo Park. I've seen signs for the zoo park before. The Mason's Arms, and I was thinking, I wonder if it's an old Masonic hall. And it is. It's an old Masonic hall building, because it says it on the building. It's now a hair place barbers. It's seen it all, that building. From Masonic Hall to Masonic Arms to Hair Place Barbers. There we go. Oh, that's a cool building up there. What is that? I think it's just flats now. And you can tell by all the sky dishes. And here we go. Mining heritage. So we've got some mining heritage here. West Calder Cooperative Society. 1884, and then here we go. This bench is funded by BP in recognition of the acts of bravery during the attempted rescue of miners trapped by the explosion and fire at Burngrange Oil Shale Mine on the 10th of January 1947. That's quite interesting. I noticed the big bing on the way in here. So like Bathgate, I think, and Broxburn, West Calder was part of the shale mining world, I guess. That's what we're going to call it, the shale mining. And just as we see it here, the shale trail. Broxburn, Winchborough, Livingston, West Calder. So we're at the end of it now. I've not been to Livingston and I've done Winchborough and Broxburn. So there's the other bings that we visited. And there's the bing I seen on the way here. So this whole line is where they've done all the shale work. Wow. So there we go. A historic village that also found itself in the middle of the shale oil explosion. So I guess we're post shale oil explosion, and we want to see what is left of West Calder, how much of the history is here, because it's very much on a commuter's route here. So I'm guessing a lot of people who live here work and live in, I guess a lot of people that live here work in Glasgow or Edinburgh. Well, here we go. Welcome to West Calder. Old West Kirk, I want to see that. War Memorial, we've seen it. Carnegie Library. This is interesting because I'm from the Dunfermline area. I went to Dunfermline High School, so we know all about Andrew Carnegie. The library we just seen is the Carnegie Library. Now, the parish council did not have the money to build a library and wrote a request for funding from Andrew Carnegie, a Scot who'd made a fortune in America, steel industry. Boom, there we go. A Carnegie Library in West Calder. Unbelievable, there's so much here. Limefield Falls, I want to go see that. It's in Polbeth, so I think Polbeth seems like another episode in itself. There's a Roman fort just southeast of West Calder. The Five Sisters Westwood Bing. Wow, this place is insane. It's absolutely jam-packed, but it has been at the heart of what seems like a lot of Scottish life. It's one of those high streets that at first glance, it's just a normal Scottish, you know, working high street. But when you actually just take a time to walk around here, there's so much to look at. Buildings, you know, the community input, everything. What a cracking little high street this is. You know, there's a few empty buildings, but for me, empty space is just a place for someone else to come and be creative with. Look at this, West Calder. They've got a fancy toilet. This automatic public convenience will be closed from the 31st of May 20... Oh, it's closed. Why'd they close it? I think I know why. I think people were doing bad things in there. Well, this is good. Look at this. Another innovation. Another West Calder innovation. I realise someone will walk past and be like, there's a man filming the poop bin. But it's just Gingerman for you. Right, so I've looked at this already. This is the one I'm interested in. Oh, it's in Polbeth, so that's the next visit. So far a lot of sort of community, active churches, a lot happening in West Calder, and we've only just started. Aha, we found something. We found some Commonwealth war graves. Oh, this looks like a big fancy graveyard here. Wow, right at the edge of town. It always seems weird just walking around cemeteries, to some people I guess, but I think when you walk around a cemetery of a town or a village that you're exploring or wandering around and you're looking to get to know, just walking around a cemetery, reading the gravestones, getting a sense of the place and the history, it's quite important. And they're actually quite peaceful and beautiful places once you just catch them on a quiet day. You know. Look at this. It's Hornig's Quality Haggis and Black Pudding Factory. Closed down. How sad. This is a place where quality haggis was once made. Famous West Calder haggis. Closed. Opening hours. This is where they used to spray down the haggis before killing it. Hold on a second. I see the bings. I see the bings at the back of the medical centre across the rail track. I'm going to investigate. And there we go. There's the view. But there's a rail track in the way. We've got to head over there to fly the drone. That's the mission now. We have a plan. And whilst we get there, we'll learn more about West Calder. Like interesting stuff like, what's the population? It says it's a village, but this is one of those places that's it's on the line. Is it a town? Is it a village? Feels like a town, but it says it's a village. Right, I've got the bings back in sight. I've come down a side street. I seen a woman walking a dog and I thought, surely that's the way the dogs would go for walking, towards the bing.
Got miles to go yet.
Yeah, I'm just filming West Calder today. Yes, we found the shale trail and we found a bridge over the rail. What you didn't see is I just met a lovely woman with a dog who just basically gave me the entire lowdown on this area. Told me how to get to the bing, told me I can climb up the bing. Oh, there's a black sheep. Hey pal. We bridge over the burn. The burns, the streams, the rivers are all flooding in Scotland after the weekend there, which was insane amounts of rain falling in one weekend. This one's not too bad here. So, you last see me on the tree swing and then some absolute legend came and chatted to me, and all the days I've walked, he was the nicest, friendliest like person I've ever met, where he just filled me with good, a good sense of happiness. And not only that, that was a really tough gate to open. I'm following it down here. Not only that, he filled me with even more local knowledge. Between the two people that I just met, we've got 50, 60 years experience of living in West Calder. And he was telling me this is all new. New house is just built. Oh aye, it's a wee path that way, but I think he said to head this way. I think there's a burn down here. There's definitely a burn. And all the burns and all the waterways lead to Falkirk. And I think Falkirk got flooded yesterday. So pray for Falkirk. Also, wee fact, the first lady I met said there's a house under that. A mansion house. Because obviously this is man-made. This is all the the earth that was dug out of the ground just piled up. And the gentleman told me, the legend guy, that the earth from the Adderall bin was used in the M8, the building of the M8 motorway, the biggest motorway in Scotland. So we're just dropping fact bombs on you. It's really muddy here. I guess it's only going to get muddier. I just have to expect, oh, I could slip at any point. Right, what we found here. Is this an old bridge? The old bridge? I don't know why I'm calling it the old bridge, but it looks like an old bridge. This has turned out to be some adventure. And one minute I'm in the middle of West Calder High Street, and then 10 minutes later, 2 half-hour conversations later with 2 different people, and I'm on some sort of journey to the Bing. Look at that, I thought, am I buggered here? Am I buggered? Nope, there's a bridge. We must continue on. There's some deer as well. We've seen it all today. You probably can't see the deer without the zoom, but I can see the deer. Well, it's handy they built this bridge here. Ta-da! Well, look how high the water is actually, it's really high here. Whilst I've got you here, I just want to thank my patron legends, names coming down the screen now. You guys are absolute heroes, thanks for supporting me. And if you also want to support me and be a patron legend, have your name on the screen and view extra content, the link is, it's down there somewhere, see it? And it's in the description, you got it. Peace. Tropical and overgrown. Hope I'm on the right path. It feels like the right path. Oh, would you look at that? Like, some might say these are more impressive than the kelpies in their own way, because it's just quite a unique thing. And the underfoot conditions are not great, so I'm just going to fly the drone up and just take this one in from down here, because like, the ground all across is just like puddles and everything. It's not conditions for it. I brought a sausage roll as well.
Warning, signal lost.
bye-bye to the Bings. I just enjoyed a nice sausage roll there whilst taking in the Bings and just thinking about how much work went into digging up all that earth to create such monumental Bings. They're like, I don't know, my drone was like 300 odd feet, so it was a bit higher, so I don't know, 250 feet high. It's a lot of earth. Oh, it's swampy. Do you know, I think next spring I'm going to do the shale trail. There you go, I've told you now. I'm going to do the shale trail in spring, because I'm not doing it over the winter. I want to do it in the spring when all the daffodils are coming, because that's beautiful then. Because that's in the bank. Also, for episode 250, I announced this on my Patreon, and it's my last Patreon episode, but I'm crossing the border for episode 250. I'm going to Hadrian's Wall, and then I'm going to wander over the border in England, and we're going to visit the first town or village I come to. I've not decided where yet on Hadrian's Wall. We're in the early planning stage, but look out for that round about Christmas time, I guess. Listen to this. In 1792, the residents of West Calder submitted a petition against the slave trade to the House of Lords. In 1797, Hermond House on the western edge of the village was built for George Ferguson, Lord Hermond, a Scottish judge. The main building, coach house and stables are Category B listed. West Calder became an important centre of the shale oil industry during the Victorian era. And the closest shale mine to the village was Burngrange Mine, owned by Young's Paraffin Light and Mineral Oil Company, which at the time was a subsidiary of Scottish Oils Limited, and was one of the group of 12 nearby shale production facilities working on shale oil. So some of the largest cooperatives in the country were founded in West Calder. That's massive, because cooperatives are essentially community, and that's what I've gone on about and seen a lot of today. West Calder was one of the first villages in Scotland to have electric street lighting, being supplied by local cooperative society, which had its own generating station. So this place is actually a hub, an absolute hub for community endeavour. The people come together, and yeah, it's interesting because it's not the first place on your lips when you think about Scotland, but the history that's come through West Calder is phenomenal. I'm only touching the surface, you know? There's so much more to this place. Let's look at these whole list of notable people that have come from here as well. It often shows you as well that these villages that are industrial working places but are rich in history, they are special. They are in essence what Scotland is all about. They are community, they are innovation, creation. I checked for the population in the last census in 2000, West Calder, and oh, it's a bit slippy there. Oh yeah boy, almost fell twice. Mid telling you something. Get my breath back. West Calder and the surrounding areas have a population of 5,000, so it is quite small. But imagine with the expansion of the new housing estate, and the fact that they've got the railway, it's a commuter town, village, between the two major cities of Scotland. I can only see this place growing. I can only see it growing. Because this is a beautiful part of the country here. But not just a beautiful part of the country, it's we're beautiful people. That's what I'm going to say. Beautiful, friendly, hospitable people. Oh, go on then. I'll have another shot, because I got distracted by the guy earlier, so I didn't give it the full tree swing review. It's quite hard to hold this. There we go, West Calder, historic village. Now it's funny, when I was talking to the guy, he says, oh, the signs say historic village, but where's the history? And he's right, you kind of got to really look for it here. It's not given to you on a plate. But all this stuff I found online, I feel like it could be displayed across this place everywhere, because it's such a little wonderful part of the country. There's so much to learn about here. Wise men say only fools rush in. It's the fair justice system for Scotland, Grit. Even just walking around this main bit here, there is that real sense of community, but also there's a sense of lost community. Just stumbled across this ancient church that I didn't know was here. There you go. When you think you're done, you're no done. What a little gem. How did I miss this on the way past? It's just nestled here right in the middle of the village, next to the main shopping precinct bit. It is absolutely fantastic. It's just well enough looked after that it's something to come and visit. It's just merged into a tree. Look, there's a tree growing out of it. Has this person turned into a tree? 1834, 1840. I guess the ones you can read or tend to go up to the 1800s. Anything pre-1800 you're struggling to see. This is worth a visit in itself. You can't get in here, and they've got a code. But one day someone will come in here and they'll clean it all out. I tell you what, you go some places and this is the centrepiece of the village. But in West Calder, you've just got little bits of magic like this sprinkled all over the place. Truly sublime. Oh aye, our Carol sold another. Right, oh, I'm back where I started. That's the car there. And what an incredible day. I got more than a bargain for in West Calder, and I can officially say now I have visited East, Mid and West Calder. I won't tell you which is my favourite, but you can guess by watching. You can watch them all back to back and then you can decide which you think was my favourite. But anyway, thanks for having me, West Calder. What an incredible place. I'll be back for the shale trail. Peace.
Well, it was a lovely to see you. It's the end of the show. Bring on tomorrow. Where shall we go? Where shall we go? Say goodnight to the Gingerman. One last ice cream for the bearded band. Pistachio